Welcome back, Zoomers! I'm Miss Tatiana, and today Tie-Dye and I will be making Play-Doh, but first things first, we have to get everything that we need ready. The first thing we'll need today is a grown-up helper. Make sure you go get your grown-up helper while Tie-Dye and I wait for you to come back. Once you have your grown-up helper ready, have them raise their hand and say hi to Miss Tatiana and Tie-Dye. Okay, everyone, where's your grown-up helper? Hi, grown-up helpers. Today, Tie-Dye and I will be making Play-Doh. You can follow along with us. Here are the things that we'll need to make the Play-Doh. The things that we'll need to make Play-Doh are a liner, newspaper or paper that you can use to cover your surface, a nice big mixing bowl, some salt, regular salt is okay, some water, a measuring cup, a handy dandy spoon or spatula, some food coloring. You don't have to use food coloring, but food coloring makes everything a lot more colorful. Some flour, and a few Ziploc bags to mix the color in. The first thing we'll want to do is use our liner or our newspaper to cover our surface. We use our liner to cover our surface so that we don't make a mess. The next thing we'll want to do is put our mixing bowl onto our surface and add 1 cup of flour to the bowl. Miss Tatiana's measuring cup only goes up to half a cup, so she'll have to do it 2 times. 1 and 2. It might be a good idea to brush your hands off into the bowl. That way you don't have so much flour on your hands. Here's what our flour looks like inside of the bowl. It doesn't look like Play-Doh yet. Next, we have to add 1/2 cup of salt. That's a lot of salt. That's 1/2 cup of salt. Remember, Play-Doh is very, very salty and it can make you sick. Please don't eat it. Here's what our flour and salt look like together in the bowl. Doesn't look like Play-Doh yet. Let's mix it and see what happens. Count with me. Let's mix it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. This still isn't Play-Doh. Next, we have to add 1/2 cup of water. Here's what my bowl looks like. Next, we have to mix it up until the water, salt, and flour are mixed together. Let's see if we can count to 20 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What comes next? Right, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Doesn't look like Play-Doh yet. Miss Tatiana wants to try to mix it with her hands to see if it'll turn into Play-Doh. Make sure you do this near a sink. You might want to use some gloves for this step. It can get very messy. It's very squishy, very wet. It's a little bit soft. This is what it looks like so far. I still need to mix a little bit more. This is definitely turning into Play-Doh. Once your Play-Doh is ready, you should feel it to see if it's a little bit dry. Mine is a little bit dry, so I might add a little bit more water. Make sure you don't add too much. Only add a very little bit. Once you have everything together, it's time to add some color. So the first thing we need to do is break our Play-Doh into 4 pieces. How many pieces do we have now? 1, 2. Now let's break each of those pieces in half. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Miss Tatiana has her 4 balls of Play-Doh in the bowl. The next thing we need to do is put them into the Ziploc bags. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You should have 4 bags of Play-Doh that look just like this. The next thing we'll do is add our food coloring. It comes with 4 colors. How many bags of Play-Doh do we have? 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have 4 different colors. That means we'll have enough to make one bag each color. The first color we'll do is blue. Let's put 4 drops since we have 4 different colors. Let's do blue first. Can you count 4 drops with me? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's do red. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next we'll do green. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now it's time to do yellow. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yellow came out so quickly. Now we have 4 bags of Play-Doh with the color. Next we need to mix them. We'll mix them by getting any air out of the bag, closing the bag, and then squeezing to mix the colors in. If you're having trouble mixing, you can ask your grown-up helper for a little bit of help. Also, if your Play-Doh is a little bit too dry, you can add a little bit of flour. Now we have 4 colors of Play-Doh: red, yellow, blue, and green. We can roll our Play-Doh into a snake. Or we can roll it into a ball. We can also roll out our Play-Doh and make lots of different shapes. If you have Play-Doh toys, you can use those, but today I'm just using some things from my kitchen. You can use a rolling pin and roll your Play-Doh nice and flat. Then we can use cookie cutters to make different shapes with our Play-Doh. You can also mix your colors together to see what color you end up with. Red and yellow makes red and yellow makes orange. Sing patty cake with Miss Tatiana and tie-dye. Patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Roll it and pat it and mark it with the T. Put it in the oven for tie-dye and me. Tie-dye and I enjoyed making Play-Doh with you today. You can store your Play-Doh in the Ziploc bags in the refrigerator for up to 4 days. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.